Hello everyone, welcome back to a microneedling session for the month of December. I've added these pictures so you can do a side-by-side comparison where I had the acne and where it has left the scars. As I've mentioned before in my previous videos, when you stretch the skin and the scar disappears, then maybe it's not that deep, but if you're still able to see them, then you sure have a long way to go. Now when I compress the skin, you can surely see the scars, especially the rolling scars. And it's winters now, so even though I have oily acne prone skin, I'm still experiencing a lot of dryness, and despite all of that I'm having acne. It's just that I record on days when my skin is much better. Of course, I'll begin with oil cleansing to get rid of the sunscreen, as well as if you wear makeup, of course it's very important to get rid of it. I just had a speck of lipstick, nothing much. People ask me about my skin type. As I've said before, it's oily acne prone. And what kind of scars I have. So that is rolling scars, box scars and ice pick scars. The depth of the pitted scars is kind of difficult to show on camera, but when I smile you can definitely see, especially the rolling scars. Somebody had asked me, is it necessary to use a cleansing oil? Of course not. A lot of people do not double cleanse, so if you don't, it's fine. Just wash your face very well with a face wash, and you can follow it up with an alcohol based solution and let it dry, and once it's dried, then you can start your session. As I've said in my previous video, I take really good 5 minutes with just oil cleansing and emulsify it really well before I wash it off. The cleanser that I'm going to use today is one I got because of a sample, and I was just so impressed by it that I wanted a full size. So my friend gifted it to me on my birthday, and this is the CeraVe hydrating cleanser, and as you can see it lathers really well, and this goes like great for someone who is just so used to water based cleansers and cleansers that lather really well, foam really well. I had used Cetaphil earlier and I wasn't really impressed by its performance. It felt like it hadn't cleaned my face very well. But I assure you, with this one, it really does give a squeaky clean feel without stripping the skin. With gel based face washes, you usually have to wash your face for about a minute, but with gentle cleansers like these, like Cetaphil or CeraVe, you at least have to work your way in for about 3 to 4 minutes to get a clean finish. These were the areas I had experienced breakout earlier this week, and they have subsided to a large degree, but there are some that are still visible, so those areas will be the ones I will be avoiding. I'm going to be following my usual routine, which is to use a 3 mm needle and rotate it on the same spot 4 times. The point is to put minimal pressure on the stamp. Exerting too much would only cause more harm. It would also be the last time I'll be using this derma stamp because I guess it's already been 4 to 5 sessions and I feel that the needles aren't too sharp, so I guess it's time to switch. I also see comments asking me how many times I do this. So for 3 mm needle, I do it once a month because the recovery time is extremely crucial. If you do not focus on recovery, you are not going to see changes. It's been 5 months and I know you cannot see exactly dramatic results, but I am all in for slow and steady growth because I do see improvement. Another question people asked me was, does it hurt? And it definitely does sting, especially in areas where the skin is thin. So what I do is that I bring down the needle range, like from 3 to 2. Microneedling is an invasive procedure, so you will see blood, surely, but not too much. I resorted to tretinoin to heal the scars I experienced due to teenage acne, and it helped me a lot. But when I experienced the breakout I went through, like during March and April, that gave me these pitted scars, I realized that tretinoin alone wouldn't be able to do much for it. And that's why I decided to put it on hold and just focus on microneedling itself, because I just thought that doing so many things all together just in the span of 1 month would be too much, like exfoliation, tretinoin, microneedling. I wasn't able to schedule all of these well, so I just decided to put it on hold. I see so many of your queries down in the comment section, and I try my best to reply because obviously that's the purpose of the channel. But I really do recommend you to completely stray away from skincare if you do not face any skin concerns. Even if you have like 2-3 pimples or maybe even one acne mark, do not fret over it, because it's a complete vicious cycle and you'll get stuck in that. Like, I am one of those people who needs skincare in order to keep it acne free, but then there are people like my friends who just wash their face with water and they're good to go. And when she asked me for a sunscreen recommendation, I was just so hesitant because I know that some sunscreens even break you out. So that's why I was so hesitant, because I didn't want to put her through that. So today I'm going to do something new, which is to not wash my face directly after microneedling. From what I've read, washing immediately would hinder the natural healing process, so I would be waiting for about 4 hours before doing my nighttime skincare routine. The redness surely has subsided and the skin looks to be in a better condition, but mind you, this is only inflammation you're seeing. It's recommended to use just water or a fragrance-free gentle face wash. But I'll just opt for water this time, and I thought I won't be able to get rid of the blood, but I sure did. Initially, after microneedling, my skin felt tight and I just wanted to do skincare and get over with it. But after 4 hours, my face felt a lot more relaxed. Now on a wet face, I will go in with this Dot & Key Ceramide Moisturizer, and I know that it's comedogenic, but it's just that since I have it, I might as well use it. It has been working very well for me, and I got in a recommendation for Requil Ceramide Moisturizer. I would order that next. And like what I've done before, I'll apply it on a wet base and massage that in very lightly. Next, as usual, is Vaseline. I take a little bit and apply it on one side of my face. Unlike the moisturizer, it's kind of difficult to glide, so I use tapping motions to get that in. Vaseline truly has been a holy grail because it's definitely difficult to get through winters because I'm extremely lazy to do skincare. And I just wash my face, and while it's wet I apply Vaseline and go to sleep. No serum, no moisturizer, no nothing. These days my nighttime skincare routine included washing my face with just water. I couldn't even put myself through the trouble of washing it with a face wash. No wonder I went through an acne breakout. So this is how I look next morning, and it looks fine, it looks good, but I'm telling you, it will progressively get worse. But it's a part of it, so don't fret too much. After a shower, I went in with the same ceramide moisturizer I showed you earlier, and I applied it on a wet face. And went in with Vaseline as usual. For the first 24 hours, I also avoid sunscreen. So I basically schedule my sessions on days when I know I'll be at home and I would not go anywhere. As I've said before, your skin will appear to be nicer, but it's just inflammation. And now I will go in with Borulene, And what you'll see is that I keep my skincare routine very simple and just focus on hydration and moisturizing for the next 4 to 5 days. I'll only be able to share the results of this session in my January edition of Microneedling. So stay tuned. So that would be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.